to Breaking the Chains, the best podcast on KNUST campus. I am Tracy Owusua Asante, and I'll be your host for this program. So this is the podcast where we tackle important social issues and empower young people with knowledge. Does your partner hold your money, or does he hide certain expenses from you? In this episode, we'll be diving into issues that isn't talked about enough: economic and financial abuse. Joining me for today's program are students from the Department of Sociology and Social Work. Please, my lovely guests, can you introduce yourselves?
I'm Miss Ruth Diodu, a second-year student.
Okay.
I'm Miss Mavis Kwasi, a second-year student as well.
I'm Miss Rashida Abdullah, popularly known as Rashla, a second-year student.
Now I'm Damien Pokubuati. I'm also a second-year student.
Oh, you look so elegant in your dresses.
Thank you. You're
Thank
also
you.
looking gorgeous.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's start with the basics. So what then is economic or financial abuse?
Okay, so economic and financial abuse.
Oh, please wait. We'd have to get the general concept of abuse in the first place. So can I get a volunteer to explain what abuse is for me?
Yeah, sure. Abuse is a repeated or intentional behavior by someone with the motive to control and harm the person. And it's mostly affect the person's physical, emotional, and psychological well-being.
Oh, okay, that's great. The abuser also benefits from it, isn't it?
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Mavis, can you please go on with the explanation to financial and economic abuse?
Okay, thank you, Tracy. In my view, economic and financial abuse is when one person controls another person's access to financial resources. These issues often affect those who are financially dependent on someone, and it happens among ourselves. We find it within our relationships, our families, and even our workplaces.
Okay, so even in our friends, we can also find financial abuse there.
To add up to what Mavis was saying, abuse is a natural phenomenon evident by all nations. Abuse doesn't discriminate. Both men and women suffer from abuse, and it's reportedly occur 99% of domestic violence.
Oh, that's really concerning. So how can students in particular experience this kind of abuse?
Many students rely on their parents or guardian for financial support, which can limit their control over money. This might mean that their allowance can be withheld as punishment, and that they have to explain every expenses they make.
Exactly. Or even in families where parents or guardians tend to misuse the students' fund, like scholarships and stipends. This is not talked about commonly.
Oh, okay, that's so bad. So how can students know that they are experiencing this kind of abuse? What are the signs to it?
I believe that many people who experience such abuses are often afraid to spend money, in the sense that they feel the need to ask for permission to make purchases, and frequently get stressed about their finances, even when they make income. That's a red flag.
Another sign is when an abuser uses financial dependence to prevent victim from leaving a relationship. And also, employers abuses their employees by deducting an unfair financial transaction and also delaying their wages.
Exactly.
If they are pressured into taking loans and credit cards in their names that they don't benefit from, that's also a financial abuse.
Okay. So also, what I'll add to the signs is that the abuser may take the victim's money, such as wages or benefits, without their consent. They can also use pressure for it.
Yeah.
So how does this impact students' academic and social lives?
Financial abuse can significantly impact on students' academics in different ways. For example, when students encounter control over their money, it can make them stress out and make it tough for them to concentrate in class.
So I know this guy on campus who was madly in love with a certain lady, to the extent of the lady having access to all his assets including his bank account number, his mobile money pin, everything the guy had. So at the end, this lady cheated on the guy. And when the guy realized it, that the lady had bankrupted him and cheated on him, he nearly got mad. So in this case, how can we prevent financial abuse?
First, I think recognizing the problem is a key. If someone becomes aware that they are being financially controlled, there are many social workers out there who are willing to help.
Potential social.
These professionals can connect them to other support services.
Yes. That's a very good point.
Also, the victim must find ways to become financial independent. Maybe engaging in part-time jobs.
Okay.
It also helps.
It also
and he or she can secure his financial documents such as the bank account and credit card information.
It's also important to communicate others and promoting safe places for communication to feel comfortable discussing their experience without fear of judgment.
Many universities have financial aid offices, counselors, and legal services that can assist people with such situations.
So there are professional social workers available to help. You can also secure your finances so that you don't give them the chance to abuse you. We can also educate people on financial abuse. All these are thoughtful suggestions. Any final thoughts?
My final word is each and everyone should know that financial independence is essential and it's also important. And everyone deserves to feel free from financial control.
If you notice these signs in yourself or your friend, don't ignore them. Seek support, especially from a social worker.
Of course, awareness is the first crucial step in breaking free from financial abuse. When people understand that financial abuse is real and can recognize warning signs, they're better equipped to protect themselves and seek help.
Look out for friends. From personal experience, a small conversation could change someone's life too.
Yes.
Help is available. No one should suffer in silence. Thank you all for this insight discussion. To our listeners, if you or someone you know is experiencing financial abuse, don't hesitate. Seek help. Thanks for tuning into Campus Conversation. See you all next time. Bye.